from my own personal experience, is when it comes to e-commerce, especially, it is that variant that people get so confused with. Well, do we canonicalize everything just on the main product page? But what happens if somebody's actually searching for a red dress in
Yeah.
size 10 instead of whatever size, instead of a blue one, and all these different variations? And I think like you said, a rabbit hole. It creates so much confusion, especially with canonicalization, because some people over here and saying, yes, canonicalize it to the main product page. Some people say, no, you need different URLs indexable for the different variations. And what's your personal overview on that?
I think it should start with keyword research, right? And then understanding, like, if we're talking about clothing, what are the key variables that do have volume, and then amend that sort of focus. I think, if you're trying to get something really long tail, you could probably do that with just one indexable version of that page of a filter. The issue is, it's like you have to then look at how you break the filtering system essentially to be able to say, right, go and create a indexable filter for one color, but if it's two colors in that filter, don't create an indexable page, because that's going to create confusion. And then not only that, but like, how do you do that to tie it back into UX, right? Because most e-com sites have like a radio button type filter that allow you to multi-select. So then it's like, well, that's not going to work, because how are you going to do that? And that's usually JavaScript driven, and how they're going to find the page. And there's only a handful of sites I've seen recently that have done that pretty well, that can have that combi approach of, like, you can still use radio buttons for the user experience, which is key, and have the sort of like URL in the code for Google to go off and crawl. But that's because most of those things aren't scoped out of the box from the platforms, right? There's just not. It's like, we have a really great filtering system, which is a dev has built and a sales team have built, but there's been no inherent consideration of, like, how should we do this from an SEO point of view to make SEOs happy?